Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz, this is my channel Toiletterian. I try to bring to your attention fragrances that are usually good value for money. They smell good. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So today I have a here we go again. Okay, so it's a unboxing and first impression. So I'm going to give you the update for the Shanghai Tang Black Iris. Then is followed by the unboxing and first impression of, well, this is kind of unboxing because when I bought it, it didn't come with box. It was slightly used anyway. Of the Lattafa, the newest version of Qaa'ed, and that's Qaa'ed Shabaab. So there was a Qaa'ed which came out around 2-3 years ago, which was quite popular, and this one is the latest one, came out just a few weeks ago, and this is Qaa'ed Shabaab from Lattafa. I'm very excited for this one as well. So let's start with the Shanghai Tang Black Iris update. I am very pleased to say it is an amazing scent, especially for the money. Under £40 is very good value for money. This one is retails for £120, but you can find it widely available in discounted online many places. So for the what you pay, you're getting a fantastic fragrance. This one is, as he says, Black Iris. The iris is a big player in this one. And it's quite dark, so the darkness come from tonka, a combination of tonka bean, a combination of cedar plus musk. And it's slightly smoky, which I'm not sure where it's come from. I think they might have some sort of incense in there as well, because it gives it a slight smokiness, slight dustiness, and is absolutely gorgeous. So it opens up quite citrusy, but the citrus, you know, lasts around 15 to 20 minutes and then it subsides, and then you'll end up with iris, which is the biggest player in this fragrance. As he says, Black Iris, which is a good description for it. And the iris in this one is absolutely gorgeous. Smooth, floral, yes. Slightly medicinal, yes. And also a little bit of makeup feel to it, yes. But somehow they made it very masculine, because when I wore it a few times, my wife, I asked her if she thinks this is feminine, and she said not at all, it's very masculine. And I agree with her, it's very masculine, the combination of the notes making it super masculine. Although I think ladies can wear it if you like this kind of fragrances. It is very wearable by anybody. Okay, so again, start with slight citrus and then it goes to the mid, which is dominated by iris and slight incense, slight feel of pepper as well, a little bit of pepper, you know, that fizzy pepper, plus the tonka bean, musk and cedar, making it very woody. So it's quite woody. Is the tonka making it quite dark and slightly nutty feel to it as well. So it's quite a complex fragrance for what you pay, and I was quite surprised because I didn't expect it to be this good, because I watched or I read about other Shanghai Tangs, and many people basically the criticism was that first thing first, they don't perform well, and also they are quite simple, or they're quite boring basically. But this one in particular is not that at all. It's it's quite sexy, it's quite going out, it's quite formal, it's quite datey, and also is a little bit on the mature side because of that iris and its smokiness and a little bit of dustiness. Plus the musk and the tonka bean making a quite a heavy base, so it's quite on the mature side. I would say 25 and up to be on the safe side. For season for this is one of those, it's better suited for cooler weather, but it's one of those fragrances that you can wear all year round if you control the trigger. By the way, the performance is very, very good on this. It lasted on me more than 8 hours, but I would say to be on the safe side, because my skin always seems to perform better, the fragrances seem to perform better on me than other people. I would say 6 to 8 hours to be on the safe side, but it lasted at least on me around 9 to 10 hours. So it's quite good for what you pay, and it's very good actually. And the projection and the sillage is very, very good as well. Is above average. It's not a huge performer in terms of sillage and in terms of projection, but it is above average, so it's quite good. I would say around 2 to 3 hours of good projection, medium to good projection. So this was the Black Iris by Shanghai Tang update. If you have any question, if you know it, if you've tried it, please put into the comments that other people will read your comment, and hopefully this way be useful to them to read it. So let's go. By the way, if you find my videos useful, if you find them entertaining, if you find them informative, if you find them in any way, shape helpful, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe for future videos, and try to share it with other people. This way it will help me to expand my channel, and I'll be very grateful. Okay, let's go to the new unboxing today. And the unboxing and first impression is for the very, very exciting for me, because as many of you will know, I am a big fan of House of Lattafa. I have so many Lattafas in my collection, at least around maybe 30, maybe even more, and majority of them are very good. Some of them are okay, some of them are a little bit on the disappointing side, but majority are good, especially for the money. So I paid £20 for this, less than £20, because this one was unboxed already. As you can see, it comes, I don't have the box, so it comes with this beautiful cylinder, basically housing or coffin, and it opens up like this, and it sits very well in there, and it has got a feel of leather. Obviously it's leatherette, but it's got a feel of leather to it, and it basically in the hand it's worth more than 20 quid when you see them. When I saw it, the bottle and the housing of it, I said, wow, how can they do it for this amount of money? So they always punch above their weight, House of Lattafa, because what you pay and what you get, the ratio between them is huge. Okay, and look at the bottle. The bottle is gorgeous. So it's got it's a very heavy bottle with this kind of effect of metal effect, but I think it's plastic, but it looks very good, and it's quite heavy. The cap is very, very heavy, and the atomizer is very, very good atomizer. So it's 100 ml EDP, and this one, as I said, it came out just a few weeks ago. This one is a flanker to Qaa'ed, which came out around 2 to 3 years ago. I never had that one, I never smelled it. For some reason that one went out of the radar. A few times I tried to get it, but it never happened. So when I saw this one, the flanker of Qaa'ed, which is called Qaa'ed al-Shabaab, which means the leader of the youngs for some reason, and smells amazing, and it's filling the room. Okay, so how is the first sniff? So this is the first time I'm sniffing it with you. Leather, leather, leather. It's very leathery. So first thing it hits you is the leather, and the leather in here is not animalic, but just bordering animalicness. And it's quite medicinal, and it's spicy. So it's a spicy leather plus a little bit of earthiness. I think there is some sort of in the background there is some sort of feel of oud. I'm not sure oud is in here, but there is a feel of oud at the moment for the first sniff. Yeah, so it's leathery, leathery, leathery. So this is about leather, okay? And it is gorgeous. The leather in this is beautiful. It's very realistic. It's a little bit of animalicness to it, not much, tiny bit. And so far is all about leather. So as I said, there are other players in here, but they're all in the background. Yeah, so there's a woody aspect to it, which feels like oud, but as I said, I'm not sure if there's oud in here, but it feels like oud in the background. And also it's a little bit of spicy background to it, and also tiny bit of smokiness, little bit tiny, not much. So for first impression, for first sniff, it smells absolutely gorgeous, especially under £20. It's a bargain for 100 ml, and so, this kind of presentation, and the smell is just much more than what I paid for it. The smell of it and the presentation, it feels like more than 50, 60, 70 pounds. Okay, so if you like leather, especially realistic leather, especially worn jacket leather, and maybe an old leather seat, so it's like I'm feeling like I'm sitting in a old leather seat with little bit of woody, something woody is burning there, and a little bit of smokiness, a little bit of spiciness. This one is quite mature. The smell is 25 and up, definitely. This is not for the faint-hearted. Yeah, so at the moment is leather, 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 plus underlying woodiness and underlying spiciness, and also underlying a tiny bit of ambery feel to it as well. So for the first impression, absolutely loving it. I will let you know in the next video about the development, about the longevity and good things like this, but for the first sniff, yes, definitely is up my alley and I'm loving it. And I recommend it for people who love this kind of fragrances, unless you don't like leather, which is, this is a no-no for you, okay? Alright guys, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much as always for your support. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe for future videos, and I see you later. Bye, bye, bye.